Hey Virgo, this girl NeenaRose coming at you for your past life. Hope all is well with you all. I want to thank you all for your life, share, subscribe, just rocking with me, and just doing what it takes to keep moving. Um, Hope you all are having a fabulous time during this ascension process, or even after you've come out, working your gifts, working your talents, and actually doing what it takes to move forward. I'm seeing some of you may be a little stressed right now. You have individuality 47 breaking down to an 11. Some of you may be like a workaholic, I'm getting, where you may do a lot of work for your job, and I feel like a lot of you are trying to transition over into spending more time during your doing your hobby. But I don't feel like you having a easy time with that. You might be being impacted by the restraints that you've already um, given your current situation. But I feel like a lot of you all, you're feeling burnout and fatigue is what I'm feeling in the energy here. Whoever's resonating with this, but I feel like you work very hard to get to the status that you have in your career, um, the supervisor, manager status, even just and even if you're not holding a position of that at your work, I feel like you are. You may be just experiencing some things that haven't manifested into fruition like you wanted to, or you're getting a burning desire to work purpose or to work your gifts, to do things that because you're realizing that your creativity is bringing in healing to those that can appreciate the beauty of, or the gift that you're bringing to the table, and you feel more inspired. And I feel like a lot of you are coming into an energy of not wanting to be identified as what you've been doing, is what I'm feeling like. Almost like a hidden identity type thing is going on. You have the Eight of Wands in reverse here. Some things that, and then some things, let's say like you may have applied for a different position in the company, and I feel like there are some things that's like, now you may not want that position because it's like it's going to take up more of your time, and you're already busy. You're already a little stretched thin with the family, the home life, and then the job taking on more responsibility, and that still leaves you less room to work creativity. So let's get out here of what's what, because I feel like, give me something for Virgo's past life that they need to know. Okay, so there's 35 breaking down to an 8 strength. Okay, so I feel like the progression of moving forward is going to take a lot of strength, and you want clarity as far as what's what. You know what I'm saying? What's moving forward in your life. We're going to get some clarifiers out here. You have 4. Okay, give me some clarifiers here. What's really going on? But I feel like a lot of you are just in positions of moving forward, but just kind of like asking questions and not really giving into the whims of the enemy is what I feel like. And that is like kind of like, just completely giving up. And a lot of you are realizing that what people bring to the table is different. And I feel like along the process of your journey, you're realizing that what you bring to the table is not what everybody brings to the table. And it doesn't give off, everything doesn't give off the same vibe, Okay, so they both came out turned down. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck now it's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So like, okay, so let's say like you make something for your state. And I'm saying I feel like this is probably going to end up being for someone or the group of you that are like artists, that have creativity with the hands. I feel like, those that you can draw, paint, that you make intricate crafts and things of that nature. I feel like understanding, our gifts and our talents come from many different levels, many different areas of life, from different walks of life, right? So it's like, okay, well, I don't even see why this would be so important. I'm hearing like a state thing, something like a state, not estate, a state. Like some of you do things that reflect your state. That's like that picks up the patronage for your state. Like, some people are diehard Texas fans. Some people are diehard California. These are people that are from that state, and they just represent their state. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of you are not realizing how much of a healing that brings to the table. How much, because at some point we're all going to have to stand for something. And I'm just using an example of state. You know what I'm saying? Some of you make things that actually make, like, you may make shirts for family reunions. You may, you're not really, you don't see it, but you don't see the healing that you bring to the people that you touch with your gifts. Like if people are in representation of what they stand for, it's more likely to bring about unity in that area. If the unity and the morale is up, a lot of the things that are going on that shouldn't be going on will die down, because people will start standing up for each other in that group, in that area. See, that's also healing work. See, some people say, well, I don't even see where that will be healing. That's healing, Virgo. Don't let people take away from you. And just because they can't do it don't mean it don't need to be done. Why would the gift be given to you? A lot of people can't relate because it's not their issue. It's not their business. We could see issues going on. There are a lot of commentary on things that don't matter at the end of the day. And then there are a lot of commentary on things that do matter. But when you know who you are, what someone say or don't say does not matter. You have belonging here. 41 breaking down to a 5. That's the thing. What you do may not sit well with a lot of people because they don't see it. And then some people see your stuff and just go crazy for it because what? It's what they into. Everybody not into the same thing. And that's the whole thing about, I feel like a lot of people are confused right now. Just not Virgos, but a lot of people are confused because they see the value in their gift sometimes, because sometimes people see it and sometimes people don't, and then they feel like the gift is not worthy or it's worthless because everybody don't see it. Everybody's not going to see your gift as a talent. Some people going to talk down. Being clarified by the 9 of Wands. Belonging is being clarified by the 9 of Wands and one hidden energy. The 8 of Wands came out in reverse here. There's a thing, like a lot of you have been fighting these internal battles, I feel like, or you've been standing up for your arts and your crafts in the wrong area. If you work in a manufacturing company and then you are taking up for your arts and crafts there, why are you doing that? Those are two different things totally. It don't matter. There's two different things. A lot of people are struggling with the worth of their purpose because they're struggling with self-worth. You have invisible here, 16 breaking down to a 7. And then some of you get so inspired watching people do their gifts and their talents, and then you get demotivated as soon as you talk to somebody about working. But why are you talking to them about working it? Use that energy and go do your thing. And then go get you some rest and get ready for work. However it need to do. But don't sit around and look for validation for anyone just so you can get some energy to do some work. If you see somebody doing their thing and it motivates you, go do your thing. right then. Use that same energy and go do your thing. Produce what you're supposed to produce. You have the page of cups in reverse here, clarifying invisible, and then you have the sun card also turned down. Both of these were turned down. I feel like there's an energy here where it's like this slow progression, moving forward, and I feel like it's because of what's been illuminated. The sun is being clarified by the death and rebirth and the page of wands in reverse. So some of you are getting reignited in the passion that drives you. Okay, let me give you an example. Like basically, a lot of you used to, you know how you go to work, you love your job, blam. Now you're not really on that level of loving the job because of what? Because the passion has been reignited for your purpose, for your gifts and talents. So that same end, now a lot of you are getting tired of the job because it's like, man, I really want to do something else now. Because a lot of you, like most people, you're gonna when times are hard, what you're gonna do? You're gonna go get a job that you know how to do, you know. And now that you've come out of the ascension process of knowing your gifts and talents, some of you, and at the same time, some of you are just at that level of it's time for me to do something else. You're feeling that push, but you're not there yet. And the thing is about this past life reading is understanding, Virgo, that the things that you are doing is propelling you to the next level. But then it's like when that passion comes, you have to know the difference in the passion coming in for something else to be done. And then the frustration of what you're doing now is kind of like it's time to move. You know, it's time to make plans to move. You don't just move today. You don't just, I'm going to go and work my purpose today. It don't work like that. You have the Ten of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Death card. That's basically you're ready to transition and move. You're no longer hurt. See, a lot of you, the jobs that you're on, the occupations that you're doing, it healed you. It heals you from a downtime because you're realizing what's in you. Some of you got these jobs when you didn't have anything. You know, you didn't have a place to stay. You didn't have a car. You didn't have a truck. You didn't have anything. And you got this job and you went to work and this job helped you out. It helped you. And now you're at a level where, okay, you know what? I need to start working purpose. And I need to start working it more. You know, I've given them a lot of my time because I was definitely grateful for them hiring me. But at the same time, it's time to move on. It's time to your passions are reigniting, and now you don't have the drive for that job anymore because what? That job is not your purpose. It was just a means. You know, a lot of you have accumulated money. You save money, and now it's time to invest in yourself. It's time to invest wisely into the business that you're supposed to be doing. And like I say, you can, it's companies all over the world, of course, right? Every company you may not see its value, but it may be big time. Like, hold up, how they didn't made it to be big time? People be buying that. Just because you've never bought it don't mean someone else doesn't want it. And it's the same thing with your gift. I feel like some things have been illuminated and you're realizing that you are fulfilled when you're doing this. You are fulfilled when you're helping out. I just feel like a lot of you make things for teams and families and for states and cities. Like you make things for people to represent, and it brings in unity. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like you meet somebody on the street, they gonna represent where they from. You know, even if they not from there. You not from here, are you? I ain't from here. I'm from the boot. You know what I'm saying? You know, they gonna represent. And that's the thing, you know, wherever you from, you're going to say you from there, you know, and it's not going to be, you know, but I feel like whatever you're doing, whoever this is resonating with, it's like, and see, that's the thing, you, like I say, you'll get down and think that something's not important when you don't even realize, you know, being a part of a group, the representation, I feel like a lot of you are doing this. You're bringing something to the table that brings in unity, which is what is needed from you. And you may not, you see it, but you don't see it because what? Everybody's not on board, but you have to understand, everybody needs healing, and we all need it in different areas, and it's not going to be, a lot of you may have stories on your gifts, your talents, on what someone may has come in and bought it, and you just kind of like, man, I didn't know. But if we're not understanding that people gonna represent regardless, you know what I'm saying? People represent by the way they dress, the way they look, the way they act. They represent. That's why a company will fire you based off of some things you may have done out in public that even when you wasn't at work. Why? Because it's representation. I feel like there's a hidden identity here that a lot of you have because you think people aren't going to understand, but I don't feel like it's an issue. I don't feel like it's what it is. It's an issue of how you're viewing yourself. You're allowing other people's perceptions to cloud your judgment on the importance of what you bring to the table. You have moon here, 50 breaking down to a 5. I feel like some things are hidden and like it just hasn't really taken into account what's really going on, that the full spectrum of things. You have the King of Cups in reverse, and then you have here the Tower in reverse. Okay. I feel like some things have come out or going to come out that have been hidden about the slowness and like the in and out energy, like this King of Cups in reverse, the in and out energy, like people saying things and it's actually affecting how you feel about your gift. The Tower in reverse is being clarified by the 6 of Cups in reverse, and the 2 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like there's an energy here of I'm hearing deception, where it's kind of like, you're thinking that some things are more than what they are. And some of these relationships that you have, some people they see that how they feel about what you do means a lot to you. So they end up like kind of feeding you negative energy about it so that you won't progress. Some of you need to raise your standards of people that are here living, raise your standards of living with the company that you keep. You're not dealing with people who are business minded. You're not in an area of business. And then, like I say, working purpose, working your own business is business. Some of you may need to get out and move around in areas that are thriving. It's like that energy. You have to go in and pull that energy in, Virgo. Like going to a shopping center and you're dealing with people who have businesses, people who are bringing in customers. Whatever it is that you do, you want to go, and it's not so much to promote, to talk to people about the business. You just want to breathe in that energy, the energy around flourishing businesses. You know how some shopping centers, they're kind of run down. They don't have any visitors. They don't have anything going on. Those are not the shopping centers you go in. Like the ones that have things that's closed down. You need the ones that are thriving, or even a business park. You know what I'm saying? You go in and just kind of just breathe in the energy. You don't have to really talk to anybody. You need the energy to keep making your ideas. You have to move around to get the energy that you need. Because it's hard to manifest an energy that you don't live in, that you don't function in, especially if you are having a hard time with depression or you struggling, just whatever it is. You need to make it a point to go somewhere and just and breathe in some energy that's flourishing. that people are progressing, people are moving, people have business to take care of. Not the energy with everybody home chilling and this and that. That's an energy in itself in that area. And you have to realize what area you're in. You know, if you're in an area, and I'm not talking about any area in a bad way, you just have to understand the energy in that area so that you can progress forward. Okay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know, especially hit the like button if you've been here and you steady rocking with me, Virgo. Just hit the like button so the videos can circulate. There's 30 here breaking down to a 3 rigid. I feel like the plans, you have ideas and stuff, but I feel like, the everyday life is just taking you out of the norm of creating the plans and the possibilities for you, You have here turn down energy, the 5 of Wands in reverse, clarifying rigid with the Emperor in reverse. Some of you may have had a bad experience with someone in power, or someone that has a big ego, or just kind of like throws their opinion around, and it may have left some bad judgment on yourself. The Emperor in reverse is the Knight of Swords, with the Chariot in reverse. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you stop movement based off of some info that came in, or some verbiage that came in that was against you, that came up against you. I feel like there was just energy here that has left you in with a bad taste in your mouth. And that's just how I'm feeling about it. The Chariot is being clarified by the 7 of Swords. See, somebody got away with something, but like I said this a few minutes ago, where I feel like somebody realized that you was feeding off their every word. Now, if this is somebody at your job that makes money off you, like you may be a great worker, which most Virgos are. They come to work, they dedicated, and things of that nature. If somebody is getting the idea that you may want to leave, and this is like one of your superiors, they may have put some bad thoughts in your head intentionally to guide you back to the job, to put your mind back on the job, because you may be a valuable employee. At the same time, put your dreams on the back burner because I need you to make my numbers look good. Creator, I come to you and I thank you for Virgo. I thank you for a mindset of change. I speak that they continue to move forward without doubt and fear. I speak that they face their fears and come out of self-doubt and worration, and actually do what it takes to move forward in their purpose and their gifts, and just make more time for themselves. Take advantage of the vacation time. Take advantage of just them off days to where they can actually put in time to work on themselves. Selah. Y'all have a good one, and know that you're worth more than what people try to give you credit for. But you have to see it first, Virgo. This your girl, NeenaRose. Thanks for checking me out. I will see you all next time. Definitely get your past life reading in so you can see where it is that you need to be going, okay? All right. Y'all have a good one. This your girl, NeenaRose.